Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, one of the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. With me is Erik Johansson, one of the teachers at LSAT Demon. Oh, this is coming from Erik's dad.
That's right. One of our most loyal listeners, as
Really?
it turns out. Yeah,
Hi, Erik's dad.
YouTube has figured out that any thumbnail with my face on it, it just like algorithmically detects
Wow,
my
really?
face, and he's not subscribed. He doesn't do the LSAT. He's not a lawyer, nothing like that. Just YouTube knows, hey, if Erik is in this video, Erik's dad will watch it. So
We should get a round of golf sometime with your dad. That would be fun, I think.
there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, hi, Dad. But Erik's dad was listening to our episode that we did recently on SMART goals, SMART. And he chimed in. We were debating, does the A in SMART mean achievable? Is it actionable? Is it appetizing? What is that A? And
the funny thing is, Nate's dad also responded regarding SMART goals and said, I used to teach this stuff at Cisco back in the day, and here's the whatever. So yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, well, my dad was a school administrator for many years, so
Got it.
Similar things. He said attainable was the A I always used.
Yeah.
Perhaps synonymous with achievable if you prefer that A. And then he attached a template that he used with his teachers at the school that he worked at on prompting them to get them to develop professional goals. And he leaves notes on the ends about SMART. Says, so the SMART goals, he describes them as specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. And then the other thing he says about action steps, I found his template interesting for developing goals, but they involve creating action steps, which are supposed to be tight statements that are verb initiated.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that, the idea of making your action steps towards your goal verb initiated, and probably as specific a verb as you can. Like if we wanted to translate this to LSAT study, if your goal is study an hour today, all right, well, can we pick a better verb than that?
Yeah, drill.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or do time section. Yeah. I get that.
Well, why don't you look over it's a pretty basic template for how he suggests structuring your goals, I guess, whether they're professional or otherwise.
Yeah, so it's like, so it says major professional goal number 1, colon. So you write out what your major professional goal number 1 is.
Using the SMART goals format.
And, if that right now is increase my LSAT score.
Yep.
Then we have action steps A, B, and C. And those are verb initiated action steps. Tight statements, verb initiated. I assume that the subject of the sentence is going to be I. And, I, what? What are you going to do? Okay.
Sure.
Then it looks like this is a review template after you have, in the pursuit of this professional goal, you have done these action steps for a specific period of time. Then you go back and you report. He has semester 1 report and then an end of the year report. You might do like a weekly report and a monthly report, or a monthly report and a quarterly report, or something like that. It says activities. Those are meant to be, what are you planning? Oh, what were you planning? Yeah, got it. Outcomes, what actually happened. And then impact, what does that mean? So I planned to drill for 30 minutes, 5 days a week. I actually drilled for 45 minutes, 3 days a week. Impact is, well, I did X minutes less of drilling than I thought I would.
Well, impact, I would want students, LSAT students, to think about, what did I learn? How did this impact my ability on this test? Do I feel, because of that LR drilling that I did, do I feel a familiar or a comfort with the necessary versus sufficient flaw that I didn't last month, or something specific like that? I'd like to look for those sorts of real specific impacts for your study.
And then we could do the same thing at the end of the year. What was my major goal? What action steps was I trying to take? And then what were the activities that I planned? What actually happened? And then what was the impact to that? What's the takeaway of that? And then I guess you revise your major goals and your action steps.
Yeah.
As part of that review.
I will admit to that I did nothing like this when I was studying for the LSAT.
I have never done anything like this in my entire life.
Right.
At any stage of my life.
Yeah. But those who like this structure and who maybe feel as if they are hitting a flat spot in their trajectory, may be worthwhile to reflect on, hey, what were the goals that you set? Or what were the actions that you said you would take? Did you, in fact, do those things? And then what do you believe the impact of your directed focused study was over the last month? And I probably wouldn't, if you're going to do something like this, put together this template for yourself in your LSAT study, what would you think? I probably wouldn't recommend it more than once a month. Seems like weekly would be a bit much.
I would say definitely too much to do this every week. I would say, I think monthly for an LSAT student. But, I could see it, for example, if you were doing something full time, like a job.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see it being worthwhile every week.
Mm-hmm.
Because did you have a plan? What were you planning on doing? What did you actually do? If there's 40 working hours in a week, that's probably enough time that you could, at the end of the week, take some time to sit back and reflect on what you had planned to do, what you actually did, and what that means.
Yep.
And then revise those goals. But for an LSAT student who is studying, one high quality hour a day, maybe more, maybe 15 hours a week, 10, 15 hours a week. I don't know that you need to really be doing this kind of review on a weekly basis. Monthly seems like a good idea.
Anyways,
cool.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Eric's dad.
Funny that your dad had the the same
and thanks,
comment.
my dad. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.